Good evening. Okay, guys, this is gonna be a big night. You want to tell you why? Because tonight you will start to learn some things that will carry through with you throughout Algebra 1 next year, throughout Algebra 2 the following year, and on and on and on until like forever in math. And so it's a pretty big deal. And I mean, you might want to tell your mom to write this down in your baby book because this is a big day. You're getting to learn about linear relationships. No, not talking about boy-girl relationships and dating, but math relationships. I know you're excited. So let's go ahead and get started. This is important though. I mean, I'm not kidding about that. You'll see this forever. So let's talk about a linear relationship, okay? You're going to see that there's, in the definition, some links to what we did yesterday on constant rate of change. So a linear relationship is a relationship between two quantities in which there is a constant rate of, what do you think it is? Yep, constant rate of change. So we see some familiar words. Linear, we know that means a line, okay? Two quantities and there is a constant rate of change. That's important. So if you need to pause this and write down that definition, then go ahead and do that. Alright, if you're ready to move on. So tonight we get to learn the first method of how you can tell if a relationship is linear. How do you know it's linear? Well, there's three methods. There's the graph, the table, and the equation, which is why we have that foldable that we made today. Tonight we're going to just cover the graph. So I'm going to peel back the layer here, my foldable, and I might have to unfold this one too. Sorry. Tried to make it where you could see all of it, but you know, it's not perfect. So it says, indicate whether or not each relationship is linear. Okay? So let's look at the lines. I apologize for the horrible copying. Okay? We're going to go back to, we're going to actually write on the inside of the flap right here under graph. I'm going to tell you how, there's two ways that you can tell if it's linear in a graph. Okay? The line is straight. Straight. With no breaks or changes in direction. Okay, so that's the first thing we have to look at. Are the lines straight with no breaks or changes in direction? Alright, and the second checkpoint to see if it's linear in a graph is it cannot be a vertical line. So let's illustrate that. This is a horizontal line. Check. This is a vertical line. No, cannot be a vertical line. Okay? So now knowing those two things, we can look at these pictures here of these four graphs, and we can decide if the relationship is linear or not. Okay? Well, let's look at the first one. Do you think it's linear? Let's look at our steps. Does it have a straight line with no breaks or changes in direction? Well, I see a change in direction here, here. So it is not linear. Do you see a straight line with no changes in direction? Yes. Is it vertical? No. So it's linear. Okay? I want you to do the next one. Do the next one on your own. This is the line right here. Okay? Circle whether you think it's linear or not. I think it's linear. You're right. Okay, and then this last one is kind of hard to see in the copy that I gave you, but this is the line. Okay, so do you think this one is linear or not? This is definitely a no. Okay, so it's not linear. So tomorrow in class we're going to be looking at some other graphs, and you're going to be able to see if it's linear or not. And then the next day we'll move on to tables and then equations. Okay, so that's it for tonight. Short and sweet, but I hope you guys have a great night. Go Raiders, and I'll see you tomorrow.